Hi Sophie. It was good working with you the other day. Just going through a bit of footage, and this was after I sort of tried to get you girls to push yourselves just that little bit and bust fins, and you did a really good job of doing just that. And it's because of that committed surfing that I think you're going to go a long way with your surfing career. So I'm just going to play this through at normal speed. Just have a look at it. So what I have here is I have a model busting fins, and then obviously yourself. So just get it back to the start for us. I'm going to go through in slow-mo. I'm just going to stop. What I like here is the fact that you are basically committing to the turn, busting fins, and you just get caught up just that little bit there. So I want to talk about what we can do to improve on that particular situation. There's two ways of looking at it. You either rotate completely through it and end up coming down fins first, which the likelihood of landing that sort of turn is very low. And so as a percentage move, it's a pretty low percentage move. It certainly would be innovative and progressive if you could land it, but unless you got some air out of that turn, it's going to be very difficult to do it. So I'll just go through and see if we can just perhaps get to a point. So if I look at this point here, you're both coming really deep off the bottom here, and so heading up towards here somewhere, and then you're heading up towards here somewhere. So both of you are in a really nice bottom turn position, which is admirable, because unless you're in that good position, you're not going to actually have a chance of making a vertical maneuver. So we'll just progress through just a little bit more, and then I'll stop again. As we reach this entry point, it's really nice. Once again, I look here, your board's basically looking up that way. Our model's board's looking up around the same angle. That's a pretty bad line, apologise about that. But the main difference will be after you've hit the top of the wave. So what we're doing now is we're looking at you coming up ready to do the fin bust and bust some fins out the back. So slowly through here, we'll go through a bit more, and at that stage really you're busting your fins, your board's above the lip line. Our models continue to, if I use a laser here, he's basically gone up here. You've come, your angle is just that little bit flatter. You would have been better off coming up here and holding it in that position just that little bit longer. The other thing I will note is that at this stage you have all your weight down that way. Our actual model is beginning to bring this arm forward, and he'll whip that through, whereas your arm's back here still. And because of that, there's a lot of downward pressure down here through your backside, whereas he's rotating early and is going to make sure that he gets through the turn. So I'll just erase that off there and progress through a couple more frames. And as we look here, we can see what's happening. You have now exaggerated that movement where all your weight is here on your back foot, pushing you away from where you want to actually go. You actually want to be moving forward through the turn like that. If you have a look at the model actually will be pushing through like that. And so the rotation of that upper body is really important, and the position of the head. Your head's over your hips, his head's over his knee. So if you look at that there, your head's back in line with your hips. His head is coming through here over his front knee, and therefore that's going to allow him to progress forward with momentum, and that will allow him to rotate through the turn, and it will also allow him to do a more complete turn where you'll get caught up just at the back of the wave. So if we move through here a little bit, it shows you that if I freeze there, our model now, he has squared up towards the beach just that little bit, which is the ideal situation. You are all on the back foot here. What's happened is you haven't allowed yourself to come and move forward down here, and therefore you're going to get held up the top of the wave, which is not the ideal situation for this particular maneuver if you want to complete it properly. So we look through here, so you get caught up there, and our surfer continues to go through, you get caught at the back of the wave. So really good attempt, and because the exercise here was to make sure that basically you push the envelope just that little bit, I think you did that. So I think well, I applaud you for having a go at this and making sure that you presented some committed surfing. The only problem is your technique just needs to be worked on just that little bit. So if you think about moving your back arm through the turn, making sure your head's over top of your knees rather than centered over the top of your hips, and make sure the rotation's early, you'll have a lot more success. So I'll just play it through one more time, slow-mo, and I'll finish off. Great power, great speed, just got caught up there. So, hope that helps, and looking forward to working with you again soon. Bye.